Hey everyone, welcome to I Just Watched. I'm Joseph.
And I am Eric.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking Shazam, the next installment in the DC... Nah, I can't do that. That sounds too weird. We're talking... Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking Shazam, the next movie in the DC Cinematic Universe. And we have good news. So he was hella excited for it.
Oh, yeah.
We both love Shazam. We love Shazam and the character and all it brings. But without a doubt, he is a bigger fan of Shazam than I am. I'm a fan, but I will not take away that he is a bigger fan of Shazam. So he was excited for this movie. He was excited like I was for Aquaman. Like I'm a bigger Aquaman fan than he is.
Mm-hmm. But
so my excitement for Aquaman was like way up there, and it surpassed it. So his Shazam, expectations were way up there. And mine were kind of like, mid. I was like, I just hope it's good. I just hope it's good. I just hope it's good. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it with some pros and cons. I only honestly have like 2 cons.
So do I.
So let's bust the cons. The cons. The cons. Let's bust the cons out of the way. Here, I'll give you my clear one that I always give in every film. It's the CG. This movie had some really good CG, and it had some bad CG. And if I can't call out one movie and then call out the other, I always say the same. If I spot it, I see it, I'm just like, that's bad CG. And CG really nowadays should almost never be an issue.
It should never be an issue, should never be a problem, and that's not the director's fault.
Yeah, no, so
I believe. Well,
it kind of is.
It kind of is because he has to overlook to see what the CG animators are actually doing.
But I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't. It
was noticeable.
Yeah.
But did it take me away from the experience?
No. It wasn't
because that was also one of my cons. It was just like the CG was kind of shoddy.
Yeah, it was rickety at some points.
But
not the entire time, but there was a few moments where I was like, okay, but not enough to really, like I said, to take us out of the movie, to take us out of the experience. That is Shazam. What's one of your cons? Well, I mean, we agreed on CG. What's your other?
Well, the CG was one of them. But I think one more that I thought was kind of like, it kind of did bother me. I feel like the villain, Mark Strong's character, which is Dr. Savant, I feel like it was a little too easy for him to get his, what he wanted.
Oh, to
acquire that power. And I feel like the wizard didn't really put much of a fight. You know, and like I feel like
give you like that old decrepit.
I understand he was weak.
Yeah.
But I feel like he should have at least tried to stop him, and he didn't really do much until after Dr. Savant acquired it. And I was like, so to me, it was kind of like more like a.
It's a means to ends kind of situation.
Yeah, and so I mean, to be honest, that's like that's one of the big things that actually did bother me, and I was like, and it was bothering me for like a good entirety of the movie. I was like, oh my god, they could have done better.
Yeah.
I could have done this, and this. But at the end of the day, I still love this movie.
My only other con, I could kind of see that. Like, it didn't bug me as much. But my only other con was like the third act. There's actually nothing really bad about the third act. The final, the climax, the fight scene. It's not bad. It's pretty funny. It was entertaining. It was good. But it was just good. It wasn't great. Like, I feel like the rest of the movie was like it was a really, really good surprise. Because, like I said, going in, I didn't have too many high expectations. And I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I thought it was, well-rounded, funny, and all that. We'll break into that. But that final action-packed awesomeness, which was good, it didn't keep up to the rest of the movie, in my opinion. It was good where I feel like the rest of the movie was like really good or great even, So that's like my only issue. But I mean, other than that, I can nitpick little bullshits here and there. I'm still not the biggest fan of the suit because I just the bolt is still
looks neonish.
Yeah, it still doesn't look all that great. But I mean, other than nitpicking like the bolt itself, I mean, I have no other issues with this movie, honestly. And with that being said, let's jump into the pros because we both really enjoyed this movie. This movie, like I said, was a great surprise. Caught me off guard. I didn't expect it to be, for one, so funny. This movie is hilarious. It's a good story,
but it also gets serious. Like
they have moments.
A lot of people were really worried because people that I talked to, they were just like, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch it because it looks too kiddish. It looks too childish." I'm like, I was the same way because I was like, it looks a little too childish, but
they're gonna go too far with it.
But they're not gonna go too far with it. I feel like they weren't going, and they did it. The moments where it had to be serious was serious. The moments where it was kind of like like more sentimental, were very sentimental.
Yeah.
And overall, I think they did really well with that as well. It wasn't too much of one thing or the other.
Yeah. No, this is definitely another, like, okay, Wonder Woman's in the books is a hell yes, great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Man of Steel can be in there. It's a good movie. It's not great, but it's good. Aquaman being the epitome of DC right now, and then Shazam holding it up. Like, it's all these steps in the right direction. These movies are definitely going in the right direction. They're getting better. So no, it's definitely, like I said, it's just a good surprise. And I think someone who really surprised me the most was Zachary himself, Levi.
Zachary Levi.
He was actually a great Shazam.
Oh no, he did really well.
Like, you know, which
is one of the things that I liked about this movie was that
he had to play that 15-year-old kid.
You know, he
with superpowers.
Exactly, and he did really well as being Shazam. And basically every actor who was in this movie did so well playing the characters that they had to be. It was so well done.
Oh yeah,
and
I mean, like character-wise, like not even like he's a main character, but not the star. Like, I actually love their stepdad, Victor. Mm-hmm. I think he was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I thought he was
like that dad figure. Like, he was the stepdad figure. Like, I don't know, like his little things that he did between him and the mom and little interactions, I thought were just genius to keep you in it and entertained. And someone's getting arrested nearby. Sorry about that. I'm just saying.
We can't help that.
I have no control over that. But no, this movie overall, like I said, it's a really good movie. This is definitely one I would recommend people to watch.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
Check it out in Dolby because it was dope. And the deep dive that they did into the characters' mythos, like, they weren't afraid to be like, this is magic. He can do crazy magic shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed the 7 deadly sins. I did not expect the 7
Spoiler,
deadly sins.
yeah, they did. Spoiler, they did.
Well, I mean, yeah, fuck, you're right.
He's right.
Oops.
You know, every once in a while he'll forget whenever a spoiler is. So that's why he has me. But yeah, no, definitely spoiler. Yeah, we didn't expect that at all. And you know, if you get to see the 7 deadly sins, and I'm like,
yeah, we'll tell you how you see them.
But damn, I'm like, because you know, at first I was kind of iffy the way they kind of introduced them. At first I was like, oh, it's gonna be the same thing as like.
I see what you're saying.
You know, and then
they break
totally curveball, and I was like, oh, and then you see him do work, and I was like, oh Lord,
yeah, progression.
Am I watching the same movie?
Yes, mad progression. No, it was dope, and I don't know, like, I liked it. I just enjoyed it. I had a good time watching it. Mark Strong, I think, did a great job as Dr. Sivan.
Mm-hmm.
He was, and I like the changes they made because they made changes to the characters a little bit, but I liked them. I actually like him because in the comics, Sivan never gets to use magic.
And Sivan is very kooky. He's very crazy.
Yeah, and this one he's more like
he's more serious and everything.
He's very Lexi. He's determined. But the thing is, he doesn't even hate Shazam.
No,
he doesn't care. He doesn't care about him at all. He's just
he's a means to his end.
Exactly. So it was well written. I like the references to like other movies, little things in here, things here and there. And then we have 2 credit scenes we won't get into in this one because we're going to have an official spoiler review where we actually dive deep into things that we can't hear, even though I gave a bit of one away.
But that was just one. That was just one for this one.
And I didn't give details. I didn't give too many details.
No, you didn't give too many details. But we will be making a spoiler one, but this is a non-spoiler.
Overall the non-spoiler.
Overall the non-spoiler. This movie is great. We do recommend watching this movie.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
It did blow us out of the water.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with it, with future DC movies and Shazam based movies.
Because this definitely goes on to a sequel. We'll talk more about that.
Yeah, and the spoiler we'll get into details.
But it definitely does lead into a sequel and
super subtle connection. It's not like. Of course, from the trailers, you see Homeboy has like the Aquaman shirt or.
He has 2 Aquaman shirts.
Yeah, he has the
boy loves Aquaman.
So it's connected, of course. Mm-hmm. So, but they don't go through and like, this movie's connected. Like, no, it's through things like that. Overall, I really like this movie. I'm excited to watch it again in Dolby, and I'm excited to get into that spoiler talk with y'all, so we can talk, things they changed, and we can get a little bit more detailed with things we didn't like and things we really like. So no, anything else you want to add about Shazam?
Oh no, this movie.
I'm gonna lie. One thing I did miss, I needed one good Shazam.
Oh yeah, I kind of needed.
I just needed one. We didn't get it. but I needed one. Just that would have been dope.
But I mean,
other than that,
it was a great.
That's some nitpicky shit though.
That's just nitpicky.
That's some fan base nitpicky shit.
That's just you being fucking
fucking stickler, bro.
Stickler
for a fan. But no, ladies and gentlemen, I liked it. I hope y'all check it out and y'all like it. And then if you do, let us know down below in the comment section your thoughts on the movie, your thoughts on DC movies in general right now, what's to come, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
There was a feather flying.
Nigga, you just catching shit now?
Yeah, I'm just catching shit. I'm trying to see if I can get the power.
No, ladies and gentlemen, anything else you want to add?
I didn't say anything.
Anything else?
No, just you know, like you said, just leave a comment down below. Just, yeah.
Shazam.
Shazam.
But now, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay tuned for more. Adios.
Goodbye.